So I am on the way to go see. Oh, chill out. Okay, coming out. Bye. Well, I'm about to go meet my mama, and we're gonna go see my grandmother. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Bye. Hey, sweet girl. I'm back. I went live on TikTok. And that was pretty late. It's 1:30 and I forgot that I said I was going live tomorrow on YouTube, but honestly I don't know if that's a good idea because I have showings, like apartment showings. So here's the update with apartment shit. I was approved for an apartment, but I want to look at some other apartments. So tomorrow I have 2 showings, and one's at 2 and one's at 3. And I think I mentioned that I was gonna go live at the same time I went live last week, which was at 3 o'clock, but that's not possible. So I'm gonna go live after I come back, so then I have something to fucking talk about. Yeah. The only thing was that I was just like, I should get ready for the, I can't even think. But it's like, it's a get ready with me live. I should get ready to go to the thing, to go on the tour. But then also I'm just like, that means I would have to go live a lot earlier than I planned. I don't know. Here's what I do know. I'm sleepy as fuck. So I'm about to get in the shower and go to sleep. That's my new thing. Like, I must shower before I go into bed. Sometimes there have been times where I don't shower before I go to sleep. I'll shower in the morning. But lately, I need to shower before I get in that bed. So that's what I'll be doing. I want to put something on my scalp tonight. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I feel like I should do it tonight. I just don't know what on my scalp. Hey, that scared the fuck out of me. Yeah. Yo, there's so much going on in fucking Georgia. So there was a chemical fire. There was an explosion. And the shit's all in the air. And basically that alert was saying that like they're testing the air quality, but it shouldn't be harmful to most people. It's just like, I don't know if I should believe y'all. Cause what the hell? I'm sure that's what y'all told them over there at what's that? I watched this fucking show on HBO. I think it happened like, what is it called? Chernobyl or something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I'm sure they told them that too. Them motherfuckers all ended up with cancer and died. I'm not listening to nobody. I did go on a walk today though. I needed some fresh air. I haven't been outside the last couple of days, so I needed that. Yeah, this is how I'm tying my hair up lately. Just leaving all my hair out and tying it up straight like that. And then tucking the back, boink. That's it. Yeah, all right. I'm a sleepy girl. I'll see you girls in the morning. Good night. Okay, a couple things. Number one, I did my work today. I turned what I needed to turn in today. I responded to an email today. Like, good job. Good job, girl. I'm feeling a bit worn out. And I'm pretty sure I feel worn out because I've been doing a lot of scrolling. So I'm going to try really hard for the rest of the day not to scroll. It's gonna be really hard. I'm gonna try harder not to scroll on my phone. Boom. Most times when I'm feeling this sensation that I'm feeling, which is just like that's the best way to describe it. Just like kind of exhausted, just like it's a lot going on, but I don't feel like talking. Like even trying to express a thought feels even more exhausting. Like that particular sensation is normally because I've been on my phone too much. So I'm gonna take a step back from my phone. Another thing, you ever catch yourself liking somebody you ain't got no business liking? I'm in one of them type of predicament. Keep up, girl. But I'm in that type of predicament where it's like, this man, he is not the type of man you want to start liking, because he's always going to be more concerned with himself than you. Like, he's never going to be able to love me the way that I want to be loved. And I'm watching Sex and the City right now, and it's just reminding me a lot of Big and Carrie's relationship in the beginning, of just like, man, I'm not in a relationship with this person, but just the dynamic. Like, I can tell even in the way that we communicate that I don't even feel like he realizes, and I actually said this to him today, but like I'm way more curious about him and what he's got going on in his world than he is about me. And I should say I show my curiosity more than he does, because maybe he is curious, but he doesn't show it. He's not as inquisitive as I am. You know, there's no follow-up questions about something that I may have mentioned to him. Like, it's just not that. And when I need that out of somebody. Like, I just do. To me, that level of curiosity and consideration about your shit is synonymous with how much you care about me. So, oh my God, I'm eating muscadine grapes, which by the way, I can't eat a lot of them because they start making my mouth itch. Like I might be a little allergic. But what was I about to say? Yeah, I just need that. Like, it's gotta be that or it's nothing type shit. And I'm not gonna let the world or these men make me believe that that's asking for a lot, because it's not. Expecting someone to care, be curious, ask you questions, like, that's not asking for a lot. And it's not even just like with men, it's just like people in your life, period. You know somebody is really fucking with you when they care enough to ask, you know? Like, just to give you a real specific situation, right? Like, if I ask you, like, what would you do if, and I give you a scenario, right? And you answer it, and then you don't say, what about you, what would you do? Then it's like, yuck, yuck. You don't like me. You don't like me to not want to know what I would do or what I think or what my perspective is on that particular thing. Like, to me, that's what that means. You don't have the same, your interests are just, I don't know, it just reads as like, you're not one of the ones, you know? And when I told him that, his response was like, well, I thought you were gonna ask me more questions about me first. And it's just like, nigga, if I ask you any more questions about you, I'm gonna have to write your fucking autobiography. That's how I feel. Like, what else could I learn about you? I've asked every fucking question under the book. I'm done. And if I ask him a question about me, he'd never be able to answer it. So it's like that type of stuff. What makes him likable is that he's funny and he's cute to me, you know? And when I tell you that's all he got, that's it. And so it's like, Lord, please bring me another nigga. Please, 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 please bring me another man that you think I will like. Because when I'm in these type of situations, I find myself like going back to like pick up his call or text him because of just like boredom and not having other options. So it's like, I need me another option. Because once I get me another option, so long, loser, you're done. Like, for good. Seriously. I hate feeling like I didn't give a man too many opportunities to play with me. And even when I say play with me, it doesn't have to be like this like insidious, like horrible thing, like playing with me, like, you know what I'm saying, cheating, or like, which by the way, we're not in a relationship, we're not nowhere near a relationship. But like, I think sometimes when people use that term, like it's like, you could think of it like that. When I'm talking about play with me, it's all types of layers and levels. Like, it doesn't have to be like an extreme. It could be you just not seeing me as who the fuck I am and treating me like a throwaway. It's like, yeah, you're playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you can go to hell, right? Fuck it. No, fuck them. Seriously, like, I don't make the rules, but that's where you can go. Seriously, I don't go up. So, you're like, I don't know what I'm eating tonight. I don't feel like leaving my house to go get nothing. I don't think I got nothing I can cook. Well, I could make breakfast for dinner. I could do that. A little pancake, a little egg. And I'm talking about making me some fresh pancakes, not those Trader Joe's griddle cakes. This year, I have literally had to power through so many personal obstacles that it's really made me pay attention to how I process trauma, and I feel like I've learned a lot about myself, and it's really highlighted how I want to show up for other people that are in my life. Because with me, when someone does something unfavorable to me, not only do I decide in that moment whether or not this person can remain in my life, but it also gives me an example of what that looks and feels like, and I make sure not to do that to someone else. I can recognize when I'm exhibiting that behavior, and I can also recognize when someone else is exhibiting that behavior because I've gone through it. But like, it don't just be a lesson for my own protection, it's a lesson for the protection of everybody around me, so I can make sure I'm not doing that type of shit to nobody else. And I'm just learning how people really lack the ability to be mature enough to step out of their own pride and ego And I feel like maybe you have to like really be stripped of your pride and ego to know how to do that. I feel like I've had a lot of humbling moments in my life where I have had to ask for help, where I had to start from the beginning and then start from the beginning again, where I've had to just figure it out, or I've had to learn how to navigate in a city I knew nothing about. I had to figure out how to come up with rent money, you know what I'm saying? Like those type of skills created a very strong woman and tactful woman. I know how to think. And when it comes to like that and my emotions, I can really separate the two. Like I know when I'm doing something from an emotional place versus when I'm like really thinking about how to come up with a solution for something. And I be getting frustrated when I notice, you know, someone doesn't know how to separate the two. And that's where I'm learning how to be more patient. That's one of my things. I'm learning how to be more patient because a lot of people are not gonna be where you're at with certain things. And for me, one of those things is like being able to not be of pride. Like I can get out of my pride, an emotional state, and step into a more logical, you know, tactful headspace, so then I can come up with whatever the fuck it is that I need to come up with to get to the next step. And yeah, I'm just talking, but like I'm going through shit where this applies, and it just be like, bro, we don't even have to go through this. That's the thing. What a drag. Anyway, I'm going to do my hair tonight because my hair is dry. I want to use the Palo Santo curl mousse from Pattern. So I'm gonna like do some mini twists all over my head. Not twists that I plan on keeping in. So maybe not mini twists, but some twists. And yeah, I'm gonna shower and stuff first and then do that. So I had 2 apartment showings today and I forgot about them. I was doing some editing work I had to do and literally forgot. So I rescheduled it for tomorrow. And yeah, it's like even though I got into this other apartment that I really like, I still want to see all my options until the day comes that I have to move. That's how I feel. Like I don't care about losing the application money because that shit was fucking expensive. Why are people charging an arm and a leg for the application? Like I said, what the? That's a lot of money for the application. Like, whew. Anyway, did the application or whatever, got in. But yeah, like I still wanna, I just wanna see what all my options are. You know, I wanna feel like I turned over every rock. I don't wanna feel like I didn't look at every place I needed to look at. This is what I'm doing. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow. And tomorrow I also will be like running errands, like getting food for the house because I really don't have any like meal stuff in here. So I'll go do that tomorrow as well. Tomorrow I'm going live on YouTube. I'm gonna do a get ready with me before I head out for the apartment tour. So yeah, definitely gonna stay off my phone for the rest of the night because I am feeling that like burnout type feeling of just like, and I can't get into that bag. I got too much work to do. I have plans with my work. I need to not feel that way about my phone right now. So I'm gonna stay off my shit. I should just put it on the charger and keep it in my room. Ain't nobody hitting me up. I'll just leave that hoe in my room. That shit be so fucking humbling. Like I remember one time I left my phone in here and went on a walk, and I came back like, let's see, when I tell you it ain't say nothing but the time and the date. I said, oh, no notifications, no nothing. Wow. Right then. Wow. You think I give a fuck? You think I give a fuck? Because I don't. I don't for real. I don't for real. But anti-wide. Let me go get in the shower. The sun has gone down. I'm gonna get in the shower. Do I want to eat something first? Is it out there? All right, girl. See you. Anyway, I'm about to wash this brush. Just the handle of it. It's so incredibly sticky because of that damn Maui Moisture mousse. That Maui Moisture mousse is so sticky that it's just like, forget it, I'm not gonna use it. Like that's how sticky it is. It makes everything you touch sticky. It's gross. And this is my favorite brush, so. One thing about Dawn Dawn gonna clean something. Dawn will clean something. There's this guy on TikTok that goes live in the morning and he's just playing on his piano. A whole bunch of like jazz, like bossa nova and, you know, Stevie, Charlie Brown shit. Like, it's so like that's what I want to hear in the morning. I love it. Let me tell you what his name is. It's a white guy. His name is Brett Klein Music. Listen.
So I did that for about a week and then I kind of got back to music. So I wish I had the time to paint more. I did enjoy it. In fact, this Galaxy one, thank you. This Galaxy one that I did actually ended up being the cover. That's the cover for my album Crossing. If you go and follow the link tree, you can find my original music out there on Spotify or Amazon, you know, whatever you'd like to listen to it on.
Yeah.
And you'll find the album cover for that is actually that painting. So pretty fun.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for hanging out this morning.
Happy to be here. Yeah, but this is what he looks like.
I know we kind of kicked the program off with this.
All right, I think I'm gonna like probably wash my hair today or tomorrow. Just cause I wanna do my hair over. I might have a shoot tomorrow. Well, not might, I have a shoot tomorrow. Well, it still might, because we haven't picked a place. There's still so much day left. They might cancel. But right now, I'm supposed to have a shoot tomorrow. And I just want my hair to be fresh. Freshly done. Normally, I would just do one thing over, but I'm doing two, because I want my hair to be kind of tight. And even when I do the two, it's still not tight. Like, see all this hump at the top? I hate that shit. I might have my headphones on, so it's okay. I'm just gonna take a little walk. I have a live to do on YouTube at 1:30. Right now it's 11:08, so I'm gonna take a little walk first. Just want some fresh air, get outside. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been getting up pretty late these last few days because I've been going to sleep pretty late. So this is the first time in a long time I'm getting out this early. It ain't even early, but it's been a minute since I've gotten out when it's still morning time. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll see y'all when I get back. Pop, oh, just came back from a beautiful walk and sit. Like, this was a classic walk and sit. Walk, find some place to sit and just enjoy the weather, enjoy the breeze. It was beautiful. And then it got more beautiful. So what happened was this. Girl, I see something fine in my peripheral. I'm like, who that? But I couldn't really see his face that well. But he had positioned himself like right across from me, and he could have sat anywhere. But he positioned himself right across from me. So I'm like, let me get a look. So I can only see the side profile, but the side profile was profiling. So I'm like, yeah. So I repositioned my body like, you know, shit, I'm available type shit, you know what I mean? Speaking of this, like, I'm tired of niggas, like, being like, yo, you know, I don't want to talk to a girl when I see her out because I don't want to come off thirsty. Like, nigga, like, yes, I get it, but like, if a girl is giving you signs of like she's interested, please. Like, I'm tired of that excuse. I don't want to come off there. I don't want you too worried about the wrong damn thing. Little do you know, I'm ready to put my titty in a nigga mouth. I'm ready to quench thirst type shit. So it's just like, yo, you're blowing me with that. I kind of wanted toast and eggs. Let me see. How do I want to do this? Like this. Anyway, so yeah, girl, I got about an hour until I'm going live on YouTube. Yeah, literally an hour. I got invited someplace by someone. Not that one, but another one. Type shit. And like, yeah, I can't call it. Like, I didn't know. It just happened. And so I'm gonna go do that with him, but that's later. But it did change like what I want to do on the YouTube live, because I was gonna do a full get ready with me, but now it's like I don't see the point in doing a get ready with me because I'm gonna actually be getting ready later on in the day. So this will just be more of like a live chat. I hate wasting makeup. Like, that's the thing. I have those apartment tours, and so I was gonna get ready and like just randomly get cute for the apartment tour. But now it's like, I don't wanna get cute this early in the day when I'm going someplace later. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, do you understand the logic? It's like, I don't want to be sitting in that cute for, you know, 8 hours. And now that cute is no longer cute. It's stale type shit, you know? It's like, I like to freshly get cute. So I'm just not going to get cute for the apartment tour. Sorry. The girl's got to do what her coochie wants to do. Anyways, it's like I'm hungry, but I also don't have an appetite. Like, I could tell that I'm hungry, but like, eating food feels like such a drag type shit. Yo, you ever sat back and thought about how often you rely on other people to make decisions for you? Because I had to really think about that. I was presented with that thought last week, and I forced myself not to reach out. It's one particular person that I kind of like ask their opinion on everything, and kind of like, you know, I lean on them to kind of like make decisions for me, in a sense. Not completely, but just like their opinion gives me more, either validates my opinion or makes me question my opinion. Like it feeds my indecisiveness, essentially. And it's something that I think I do when I'm procrastinating, you know? It's like, go ahead and make the decision. But because I'm procrastinating, it's easier to say, oh, well, I want to ask so-and-so what they think I should do. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you ain't slick, bitch. Because I can make these decisions on my own. And that's another reason why I miss New York, because in New York, I feel like I was the most self-sufficient and independent ever. And I feel like since being in Atlanta, I've really created kind of like a codependence for some of the people who I'm around. And there's some pros to that, like, you know, living close to your community and feeling comfortable to ask them for help or ask for their advice or whatever. You know, when you have decisions to make, like, yeah, it's nice to be able to have people to talk to about that. But once it becomes like this codependent exchange, then it's like, all right, I kind of feel like less of myself because I'm so reliant on the help of people. And yeah, and like, not like the actual like acts of help, but just the mental help, like with the decision making. So yeah, I've kind of, even though there's like another side to this, but like I kind of have been feeling like really, really good about not having that urge to like ask someone their opinion. I'm just kind of like making decisions for myself. It feels extremely liberating, and it also just feels like I'm getting back to my, you know what I'm saying? Like the part of me that felt the most like me. I'd say, you know, if you're a person who, hearing me say that, you were like, damn, like I do that shit. This is a good opportunity for you to figure out how you can, in a healthy way, create a boundary for yourself, so then you're not using your community as a crutch. Procrastination, that motherfucker right there, I feel like that's the devil's side bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that hoe right there, like, it's not as like in your face. It's so like subconscious shit. But when that shit on you, you don't get shit done. You don't get nothing done. And that's what the devil wants. He don't want you doing shit. It's true. Just like, hey, ho! Talking to procrastination now, like, what the fuck? Get up off my back. I'm releasing myself from that shit, because it shows up in so many different ways, and I'm just addressing all the ways it shows up for me, and that's one of them ones. That's one of them ones. I saw a post yesterday, and I posted it on my Instagram stories. I was like, you'll never be ready, just start. And yeah, like cliche, we've heard it all before, but I'm trying to tell you something. That's the kind of reminder I be needing. Like, I need to be reminded that, like, yeah, you're not gonna have all the answers. You're not gonna get it right every time. Like, you could find something wrong every time. So just stop. Well, in this case, just start, you know? But it's more so just like, just stop overthinking. Stop letting your mind make you believe that you have to have everything figured out to get started on something. And this goes for literally anything. Like, just do one thing that could take you a step closer to that thing. Just do it. Oh girl, now I'm picking up my Bible. I am not a religious individual. I am a spiritual individual. Some of you may cringe hearing that, but it is what it is. Like, there are lots of religions that I
respect, and I feel like I take pieces of those, you know, different religions, and they're all a part of my life, which is why I feel like I'm more spiritual than anything else. The devil to me is just negative energy. It's that subconscious shit, the shit you tell yourself. Like, I know the devil is like some Christian shit, but like, yeah. But anyway, the Bible, like when we talk about self-help, it's like that Bible, now that's the self-help guide, okay? That is a self-help book, you feel me? And I took a screenshot, hold on. So this is a Bible my grandmother got me years ago, with the $2 bill in it, of course. And what was I saying? Oh, so this girl had posted like all of the scriptures you should read every day for October. And I said, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna read it. Like, why not? And my grandmother literally sends a mass text out to the family with a scripture like every week. She hasn't been now because she's not been well, but that's her thing. And so it also just feels like an ode to my grandmother, you know? Because one thing about her, that lady loved the Bible. So anyway, yesterday's quote was from Daniel chapter 2, verse 20. Daniel said, praise God forever and ever. He has wisdom and power. And I said, yeah, like that's where we need to start. I need the reminder that like God knows everything. Like I'm gonna trust him because he done been through it. He done seen it all. He done it all. Like, yeah, I'ma trust in the Lord. I'ma trust in the Lord. Okay, and then today's is John 4:24. Let's see where John is. God, the papers are so thin and so hard. Finally. Okay, verse 24. God is spirit. Those who worship God must worship in spirit and truth. I said, don't let it just be something you just talking about, okay? Don't let it just be this. You got to worship it in your body, in the things that you say, okay? Those who worship God must worship in spirit and truth, yes. You better be who you say you is. Amen. Look, that's what I'm saying, like, it's just little reminders. Like, even if you're not Christian, like, you can still get something out of it now. You really can. Dang, I was gonna make eggs too. Do I want eggs? Do I want eggs? I don't want eggs by themselves. That shit is hot. Why did I do it on this side? Maybe I can go and do something that's really got me down. Maybe somebody to help me go and turn my life around. I can't explain. I can't explain. Jesus, it looks so, it's so amazing. It takes me high up to the sky. And when I think about your goodness, it makes me wanna, makes me clap my hands, makes me wanna dance. Ooh, ooh, ooh. My brother, can't you see? I got the victory. Damn, when that song came out, I was going to New Birth. If you're from Atlanta, even if you're not from Atlanta, you probably know New Birth because of, well, God rest his soul, but Bishop Eddie Long got into a bit of trouble. But I sure did go to New Birth, child. And I remember one year at camp, there was like a youth camp or whatever. They had brought Judge Mathis and Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child. And I was so pressed because I'm like, yes, I'm gonna give her a letter to give Justin Timberlake. Why did I write a letter? After Michelle did her talk to the girls, I gave Michelle the letter. I said, can you please get this to Justin Timberlake? She said yes. I'm starting to think she didn't give him that damn letter. Cause if you gave him my letter, I just feel like, you feel me, like things would have turned out differently type shit. There ain't no way you gave that nigga my letter. I'm trying to figure out what that's about. And she bet not have read it. It's personal. But yeah, girl, Judge Mathis talked to the boys, Michelle Williams talked to the girls. Youth camp, gotta love it. Bon appetit. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, right. Yep. And see, and that's what I told. All right, I'm gonna see y'all in a bit. I'm gonna be going live on YouTube in a few. Yeah, so just watch some TV. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Okay, just did my apartment tour. Hated it. The thing is that like I need to feel comfortable, and I'm not gonna feel comfortable in something that feels too weathered. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, like I need new appliances. I need nice cabinetry. Like, it can't give downgrade, you know? And that's been one of the obstacles with this move, is like finding something that's in my budget that still feels like good. You know what I mean? I can't do the downgrade. So, girl, I got plans tonight. Don't ask me how that happened. It just happened. So, I got invited someplace and I'm like, yeah. And I feel like I mentioned it earlier, I can't remember. But yeah, so I'm gonna start getting ready for that after I eat me an egg or two, because I'm hungry. I don't wanna be famished. I hate when a nigga pick me up and I'm hungry, because I'm not gonna be myself. I'm gonna be mean Kennedy, you know? I have a bad case of the mean when I'm hungry. Scramble me up 2 eggs, that ought to do it. People across from me are moving, and when I walked into my door, there was trash all outside my door. And so one of the guys that came out, I said, hey, is this trash? He was like, yeah. And I was like, do you mind moving it from in front of my door? He was like, oh yeah, no problem. But he had an attitude. He picked just one bag up and threw it against the wall. He was like, yeah, bitch, why the fuck would I want this sitting on my door? I need to get in my door. Put it along the wall if you have to put it out there. Not on my fucking door, you fuck. People don't be having no sense. And then look at you like you asking for a lot. Like, what? Why is this on my door? So my original plan was to go run the errands, do the grocery shopping, right? But now we've got a mission. Ain't gonna be no groceries tonight. Ain't gonna be no groceries, baby. This is not a dude that I'm talking to. It's a nigga I used to talk to though. I will say that. It's somebody I used to. And I feel like every time we hang out, one of us, if not both of us, be looking like, do I wanna, should we revisit this? You know? And every time it's like, nah, you know, collectively. We're just better off as friends. That's what it boils down to. Wow, I finished that whole loaf of sourdough bread. Like, I love finishing something. It feels amazing. Let me talk about something that I've never thought about until now because it's presenting itself. But like, I feel like one of the reasons why, one thing I noticed about being a creator that's older, because I feel like I'm definitely a part of the older iteration of creators, women in their 30s, people who've been doing this for a handful of years. I think one of my challenges is that I'm not naive enough to allow certain things to transpire. You do have to, unfortunately, I'm not gonna say be weary of men, but keep in mind that there are some men who work in, you know, particular fields where they work with mostly women, and they take advantage of that. And sometimes when they realize you can't be taken advantage of, they will be like, never mind, I don't want to work with you. And they'll make it seem like you're giving them a hard time. I've dealt with this a handful of times, girls. A handful of times. And it will come out like you're the issue, when really it's just like you're not allowing these men to try to take advantage of you and play with you, period.
That's not how the vice presidency works. You don't get to do what you want, you do what the president delegates you to do. So that day, Marcus is going to be all of our teachers in civics class, guys.
Girl, let me tell you this. It's nothing like the nigga that ain't acting right texting you while you getting ready for the date with the nigga that is. I'm sorry, I'm not available. Leave a message at the beep, bitch. Part about all this is that I have no idea what I'm wearing or what I'm doing to my hair. Turn up, yeah. Whew. Let me just put a little powder on what needs to be powdered. Get a little powder on top of what needs to be powdered, and then put some mascara on. I already had a little bit on my ends, so I'm gonna just
a little bit. I just like to have the makeup fully complete as I get dressed, because sometimes an outfit doesn't look cute to me if my makeup and hair isn't done. You know what I mean? So it's like, I like to get this done first, personally. Okay, let me get dressed, BRB. And sometimes, most times, you have to wear what you've already worn. Cause yeah, definitely wearing something y'all done already seen. But let's, here, there we go. Let me at least change the glasses or something, child. Let me do that. Put these blue glasses on. Where is my glasses? Right, the bag. Yeah, like, wearing the same outfit. I'm wearing a headband this go around, which I'm not sold on the headband. I was even thinking of putting my hair up, but I feel like the hair down gives me something. All right, let's put this in there. Oh, boy is on the way. We got the ID. We got the call. Okay, Shalom. First of all, yesterday, my camera ran out of memory, so it cut off. And what I was saying was, always take cash with you, even if you know you're not gonna need to use your cash or whatever. Like, still take cash with you, cash, card, but always take cash. I always like to have at least a 20 on me. Okay, I'm going out for a walk, and I'm so excited because I have not had like a nice long walk in a minute. So I'm like fiending, putting on some sunscreen because yo, the sun is not playing. It's not playing, and the sun is still fully out here. I thought it was about to be like fall weather, but I think we still have like at least 2 more weeks of 80+ degree weather out here. I was telling somebody the other day that I kind of miss New York winters. And what it is just like, I miss the season change of it all. And Atlanta does have a proper winter, but it's not like a New York winter, obviously. Okay, number 2, yesterday, I saw some of the girls out. If you saw me out, that's not my nigga. That's not my nigga. I feel like I gotta say that, but I'm gonna spray some on my hand, back of my hand. Don't forget to get your hands and your fingers and shit. But yeah, that's not my man, okay? I told y'all what it is. And I ain't about to tell y'all again what it ain't. So anyway, I went with my friend to go and see a, we got to see an early screening of Pharrell's new movie, Piece by Piece, which I knew nothing about. Pharrell is coming out with a documentary, and he's telling it in Lego form. It's so cute, but also it was just hard, like, ooh, like, cause they're playing all his music in it, and just like showing how he got on, how he kind of fell off, what he did to get back right, like the changes he's had to make in his mind, how he thinks. And it was just so timely for me, where I'm in this space where I'm kind of like trying to trust myself more, or learning to trust myself more, trust myself again, like getting back into my body, like really believing who the fuck I say I am. And I'm believing it because I'm doing the things. I'm not sitting on them. I'm not waiting for someone else to validate them. I'm not looking for anybody to tell me the answers. I'm legit just trusting myself and going with it. And I feel like that is what you have to do to master your craft. That's what you have to do to achieve your dreams. Like, you gotta be able to do that shit. And I'm like, like, I'm ready. Okay, I'm gonna read me today's Bible verse, because that's also been like very inspiring for me. Not the Christianity of it all, but just like the word of it all. And there's nothing wrong with the Christianity of it all. That's just not what it is for me. Okay, so day 3, Psalm. I mentioned this in the live that I did on YouTube. And I was talking about how I've been picking up the Bible. Oh, I feel like I talked to y'all about this too. Yeah, it's just cool for me right now. Okay, chapter 22, verse 27. I don't need y'all thinking this about to turn into one of them pages where we about to, you know what I mean? 22 chapter 22, verse 27. People everywhere will remember and will turn to the Lord. All the families of the nations will worship him. Okay, y'all. They said, get with the winning team, though. Okay, whatever, girl. Whatever you said. All right, so yeah, I'm about to go get me a nice walk-in. Excited about it. Do I need to, my hair is dry as a rock, so I'm gonna do my hair
today. I was gonna have a shoot today, but I actually changed it to tomorrow because we weren't on the same page about today, and I want my hair to be fresh. So I'm gonna wash my hair today. So then tomorrow we can do what we need to do. I need to get serious and start packing in this bitch. Like low key, on the lowest of keys. Cause yeah, like I need to start that. I don't want that to creep up on me. So I'm gonna have to do that. That's just something to keep into the hemisphere. One thing at a time. Go enjoy this walk today. Go enjoy this walk today. Cause that, even thinking about packing just gave me so much anxiety. Like my heart's beating fast. I got butterflies in my stomach, frog in my throat. Like, just go enjoy the walk, Kennedy. Okay, I'll see y'all when I get back. Bye. I am pissed because I gave myself the dumbest suntan. Can you see that stripe? Oh my God. I said, what the? Ooh, boink. Oh. My new thing, when a guy tries to get my number, I tell him I'm on pause right now. Obviously, this is for men that I don't want to give my number to. But yeah, it's like, I'm on pause right now. Like, yeah. I'm not dating at the moment. Meow. Then they'll ask you for your Instagram. And you gotta put a hard stop to that too, because the Instagram, that's just way too much access to me and my world, period. Like, there was a time where that would be an innocent exchange, but nowadays, your Instagram is linked to this, that, and the third. You can find my YouTube from my Instagram. You can see who I'm friends with on my Instagram. You can, you know what I'm saying? It's just too much. If I go to an event, you know what event I go to, you might put together places I frequent. Like, you might be a real solid weirdo. And yeah, that's why I tell you girls to get to know these guys before you divulge too much information, because you just don't know. He was like, I could just tell you're not something you find every day. You're just not an apple off of any tree. That's enough out of you, Snow White. I said, hey, you don't damn know. I told him that, like, you don't know. You have no idea what I am. Just saying anything. And that's the thing, like, that's not charming to me. That's not gonna get me to be like, oh my God. Like, yes, I do know I'm special, but he don't. So him saying that is not the compliment that in any other context it would be. That's just simply a man running game. Bad game. So don't get to twisting your toes and curling your hair around your fingers because a man you don't know is saying very definitive things about you and your character. He don't know. And if anything, let that be a sign of his poor judgment. Because what? You know all this just from looking at me? Okay, sure. Heard you, mama. Let's go. I don't trust nobody landing on that thing. Now, if he's saying it like jokingly, like it's like a well-known thing that he's like, you know, trying to lay on the charm, then it's like, okay, then it's like, it's funny, but sometimes you really gotta be weary of men that like do all that talking, for real. I'm trying to tell you something. 8,000 steps, not bad. And I still have some moves to make, so I'll definitely hit my 10K steps today. I wonder where the 10K came from. I'm sure I can Google that, but I want to know what's so important about it being 10,000 steps. Full dishwasher. Wait. I have to make a tough phone call, but I don't know if I feel like doing that right now because I don't want it to affect my mood. Like, I have stuff I gotta do. I just feel like when you let something sit for too long, it just gets stale. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when you have to have a tough conversation, I don't like, that's the one thing I'm not gonna procrastinate on, you know? Is like having to talk about something so then we can come to a solution. I think with people, like if you let them, they'll avoid at all costs. and like avoid and then just like fill in the blank. Like whatever it is, like I think people tend to avoid things that make them uncomfortable, that feel uncertain, unsure, whatever. It's like, I get that. I definitely have areas in my life where I avoid shit because I don't know what's gonna come of it. But with relationships, especially relationships I wanna keep, I don't try to avoid having like those moments. Not often. Obviously there's some times where it's like, you may not know how to approach a situation, but like, yeah, I don't like letting that type of shit sit. And mostly just due to the fact that I just care. Like I care too much to let it sit. Okay, no one else is gonna do it. I guess I'll do it. I'm getting nervous. Okay, I'm gonna call y'all back. Okay, so girls, I wanted to offer you this thought, right? Because I had to tell myself this today. But you ever see somebody like doing really well and like let me actually wipe down my surfaces first. They're just doing really well and like you can see it on them, like they're making moves financially. You can tell they getting bread, like they got motion. Okay, you ever see that and get to like thinking you need to do what they doing? Now you done caught yourself all up and down this person page and you trying to figure out like what they're doing that you're not doing. Now for me, here's where all that ends. I might have a similar goal, like I want to be financially free. I want to, you know, do work that I love and that I enjoy. I want to be paid to do the things I know I can do well. But here's where you have to snap out of looking at somebody else, because here's the thing, while I do want all those things, I don't necessarily want it the way the person I'm looking at got it. So it's like, it's one thing to acknowledge like, yo, you know, I want similar things as this person. I want to experience similar things. But you also need to remember that like, you don't know how they got it. And most times the way that they got it is not even the way that you want to get it. Like, I don't want to do what I see, you know, people doing. That's not the work I'm trying to do. My work is going to look a little bit different. And if I spend too much time looking at how somebody else is getting on and paying attention to their successes, I'm gonna lose focus on what my shit is gonna look like. Like, hold on. And we never want that. We never want to lose focus on what we're actually interested in. I say this to say that try to practice if you're having a hard time with this. If you find yourself like feeling envious or shit, even like straight up jealous, because that's a real feeling that people experience. I've definitely experienced that in my life, but I've no. Anyway, I feel like, what? It's nothing. Like, what the hell? Girl, I'm not about this. Girl, just subscribe to Patreon. Subscribe to Patreon. I'll talk about it there. Just subscribe to Patreon. By the time this come out, I do plan on having that Patreon up. So fingers crossed. I really want to get that done, seriously. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, like, yo, feeling jealous, feeling envious, like that is an emotion that's natural. Now the issue is when you sit in that and you start doing things because you're feeling that emotion. You shouldn't be acting off of envy and jealousy, okay? When you're feeling that sensation of like that burning in your chest, that, you know, frog in your throat, the butterflies in your stomach, the heat in your body as you're like paying attention to somebody else's shit, and then you get to asking yourself, well, why haven't I done this, or why aren't I, or why are they so special, and why? When you get to all of that, that's when you need to
reel it in. That's when it's time for you to acknowledge, okay, I'm turning this into something it doesn't have to be. Just as simple as that, because guess what? It don't have to be a why them and not me. It really don't. It could really be a, so that's what that looks like for them. How would that look like for me? What would my situation look like if it were me? And how can I make that happen for myself? Wow. Let's all collectively use moments of envy, jealousy as an opportunity to create our own path. Let it be a reminder of the things that we want. Let it be that thing that signals you to open up that notebook, grab your pen or pencil, and create that list that you need to make for yourself that'll help you to focus on the things that you want in life. And then after you make that list, really come up with a plan of how to achieve those things. Because it's one thing to have a list of goals or a list of wants, but if you're not going to back it up with a plan of action and then actually practice that plan, then baby, we just talking. And we never just want to be a bitch that's talking. So it's like, how can we create actionary goals for us to get these things that we want, so then we don't have to keep watching other people get the things that we want? Don't just watch a bitch succeed. Don't just watch a bitch have the shit you want. Go get that shit yourself. And don't get hung up on how they got it, because that's the point of this whole conversation for me when I'm thinking about myself, is that I have to remember that the way that I'm going to get the things I need, the things that I want, is going to require me to do the things I say I want to do, because those things will generate the life that I'm looking for, because I will be fully in myself. Yo, the most money I ever made was when I was just living, okay? Just living, just showing up, just being myself. And there are so many different ways that can come about for me, and that's not everybody's story. Everybody's not going to, you know, form a career off of who they are. My gift is the gift of storytelling, the gift of connection. That's my gift. We all have different gifts. Your gift might also be the same thing, but don't get hung up on it if it's not. Figure out what your gift is and then do that thing. Everybody needs a thing. We all need a thing. We all need someone who's great at something. And so if your thing is something else, then please thrive off that something else. One thing ain't better than the next thing. Trust me. Now that's why I don't want you to play for real. Don't get caught up in, you know, you trying to, because social media, I think, has really created like a persona around like being a internet person. And the persona is, I'm chilling, I'm living the life, like, you know, I'm just that girl. And the reality of it is that a lot of the girls, including myself, are stressed the fuck out, okay? Get burnt out quickly, and it's just not glamorous. It's not as glamorous as it may come off. So it's like, yo, every field has its yuck. So yeah. And everybody, even when they're like, if you're watching them and you're like paying attention and they're like living the life, y'all know that there's like more to a person than their success. You know, there are other things people go through, and I just want y'all to always remember that, like, you're not your thing, and you're also not the things you don't have. Like, that doesn't make or break you. What's gonna make or break you is how you choose to think about yourself and how you choose to spend your time. It's like this, and I'm talking to myself too, please believe. Like, I'm dead talking to myself. Like, I feel like I am like in my Phoenix era, where a lot of the ways that I've operated, you know, over the last couple of years, I'm having to reset and start anew, seriously. And that's not an easy task. Like, when you've been doing something for a minute, you know, it's tough to break out of that pattern. So I have to consistently remind myself, I'm capable. I can do this, you know? I have to tell myself I will be okay, because I will be okay. I do believe that. I'm not just like telling myself that and rubbing my back and like, it's not a lie, I will be okay. But the distractions that I've
cause myself, because I'm a person like everybody else who is connected to social media, and I have eyes and I can see and hear and see people, you know, living their lives. Like, I can get distracted by other people's stories and other people's situations, and I don't want that to distract me from my own situations. Like, I gotta be able to like look at that, take it for what it is, and go on about my shit type shit, you know. Anywho, for dinner, I actually don't have what I need for dinner. I do not have what I need. And I went to the grocery store, but I didn't get like a meal. I got the stuff that I eat to like sustain myself. So like, I got sandwich shit, I got my breakfast shit. I be putting that at the top of the list because I love breakfast food. It's the easiest thing to me, and yeah, it just requires the least amount of like actual brain. But yeah, I got some sourdough. I got a big batch of tomatoes because they were on sale. Hopefully I use them all and I don't waste them. I got basil, another thing I don't want to waste. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. It's like wet in there, and I feel like that's what causes the problem. Dry this up. I got eggs. I got my little Nutri-Grain bars. The Whole Foods kind. It's not actual Nutri-Grain bars, but like those Fig bars, I got those. Which I saw something on there that said last chance. I don't know what they getting at, but I hope that don't mean that those are going out of business. Because it wasn't on sale or anything. So it wasn't like last chance for this price. It was like last chance, like these not gonna be here no more. Which, don't play with me now. I've been doing such a good job with the no sugar thing, and I can definitely see a difference. Like, my stomach is less bloated. Yeah, I can totally see a difference. Oh man, I made my tough phone call, and man, it was great. It was great. Sometimes you just gotta have that phone call. You never know what's on the other end, you know? Don't be scared, you got it. Yo, and also, like, you know, I just was thinking about how there's sometimes, you know, you might hear something and it just doesn't resonate with you, but just know that there's thousands of people who are watching this channel, which is crazy and so cool. But like, everything might not apply to you, you know what I'm saying? Everything might not apply to you, but it applies to someone. So like, yeah. Hey girls, man, I should have recorded a little bit while I was doing it, but I just got off of Discord. I've heard of Discord before, but never downloaded it. I was on Discord today helping the guy who I shot with edit the video we're gonna be putting out. So I did the shoot earlier today. I feel like I told y'all I was gonna be shooting something. Shot it today. We shot actually at the High Museum. Shot, and then I wasn't expecting him to have me be a part of the edit, but man, I'm so grateful because I actually hate the way people edit me. I hate the way, I hate the clips of me that they choose. I hate the frames that they choose of pictures. Like, I like to choose my stuff. And I mean, everyone likes to choose their shit. You know, we like what we like. We know what stuff looks best on us type shit. But also, for me, it's not just like me choosing things in a vain way, like, oh, this just makes me look better. But it's like, I'm also a professional. So it's like, this is what I do professionally. I know what's gonna work. I know what looks good. I know what's going to perform well. And so him asking me to be a part of the edit was like, wow, this was really like a new experience for me. And anyway, so we were on Discord and he shared his screen and he was doing the edit. And I mean, he was using like Adobe Procreate or something. I don't use that. I use Final Cut Pro, which is like little dog shit. He's using the big dog shit. And I think it was Adobe Procreate. I don't even remember, but it was just like, man, like that's some real editing gear right there. Like that's if I want to take shit up a notch. It was really, really cool. There were so many different tools that you could use. It was a lot. But yeah, like I was helping him choose which frame and where to put that frame and making sure the music matched up and just like, you know, just offering an extra eye and an extra ear. God, it makes work so much better. It really does. It makes final product look like, oof, you know what I mean? Like, now that's good. And so I can't wait for that to come out because yeah, we put the work in. Yo, my new motto is, bitch, you need to work every day. I don't know, I don't even gonna say that. I have to clock in every day. Now it's the weekend, so I'm gonna take Saturday to just like not be on my phone like that, not do internet shit. But I do have to figure out Patreon tomorrow. Like, I need to figure it completely out because I plan on doing my first Patreon Tuesday for the TV Talk Patreon.
I'm drinking pineapple juice. This is from Trader Joe's. It low-key tastes like pineapple smoothie. Like, it's kind of thick. But yeah, it is kind of thick. Cold pressed pineapple juice, that's what it looks like. But it's a little thick. That's that thick. That's that. I'm gonna just kill it. Oh, something I'm not gonna do anymore. I feel like it looks dark in here. I'm sorry. Let's just be in the dark together. I'm not gonna help men say the thing they're trying to say. Girls, tip of the week, zip the lip. Be quiet and let him say the thing. And if he's having trouble saying the thing, then you know he has trouble saying the thing. Do not try to complete his sentence. Do not try to figure it out for him. Let him say what he's trying to say. Because today, for example, I had someone hit me up and they wanted to ask me out, but they were just hinting around it. Like, oh, I'm gonna go do this today. And in any other situation, I would have been like, oh, I wanna do that too. I'd love to do that. And it's because I know that he's asking me out. He's just not asking me out. But it's like, wait, why isn't he just asking me out? Why can't he just say, hey, do you want to da-da-da? And it's not because he's never done that before. It's just like, I feel like sometimes they be looking for shortcuts. But it's like, yo, if you are interested in me and you're courting me, why the need for a shortcut? Ask me out properly. I'm just tired of giving niggas excuses. I'm tired of helping them. I'm tired of giving them shortcuts. It's just like, no, figure it out. Because for me, it's like, you know, I have coochie that I've been holding on to, right? And it's like, if and when I give this coochie out, I want it to be earned coochie. You know, I don't want it to be just like, you know, coochie I gave out because bitch, I just couldn't, you know, I just needed to. No. I need it to be, yo, this man earned this coochie. Like, and right now, nobody's getting it. They're not. They're just not. I also realized that, like, I am like Beyonce when it comes to my work. I am a perfectionist when I'm working with other people. Like, I need that shit to be right. Play it again. Let me see. Run it back. Da-da-da. And I'm straightforward about it too. And men have a hard time. Men have a hard time receiving direction from women. This is not a new concept. I'm not the first woman to experience that. I'm not the first woman to say that. So it's not a woe is me thing. It's just like, yo, men do not like being told too many things from a woman. They just don't. It don't matter if he respects women and he, you know what I'm saying, appreciates women and he enjoys women and he likes women. That same person can still have a threshold for being able to receive direction from a woman. They're gonna show some kind of like, you know, all of that type of shit where it's just like, hey, I hate having to remind a nigga like, yo, I do this, you know? And not even just I do this too. Cause it's like, you do it too. But it's like, you know, you're talking to another professional. We're both, and I don't take it personal. I don't want it to come off like I'm speaking ill of anyone, but it's just like, I don't think it's personal. I really think it's just a matter of like the gender thing. I really think it's just men having a hard time receiving direction from women, which is so stupid because it's like, we direct all y'all shit. Y'all, we just let y'all believe that y'all coming up with shit, but really like, we be running all that shit, you know? Y'all know. Anyway, so I am going to shower. Ew. I'm looking at a chef that made red velvet lamb chop waffle lollipops. So it's a red velvet waffle covering a lamb chop lollipop. Gag. Like, gag. Anyway, girls, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. So, yesterday, I was asking myself, I'm also vlogging. I'm also live right now, but it's important for everybody to be tuned in. But I was asking myself like, yo, I think every day I think about the type of partner I'm looking for. It's not all day every day, but every day I think about the type of man I want to be with. I pray about it, I think about it. Every day or anytime I'm outside and I see the guy, I think, is that him? For the most part. And so, Traquavion, so what? You and him, I hate to break it to you, but, right? But anyway, right. When I'm out and I see a guy and I think he's kind of cute, I'm always like, kind of like, you know, like, is this the moment? Is it, you know, even if it's like subconscious, like there is a little bit of that. Yesterday I was thinking about one guy in particular who ain't no good. He ain't no good for me. He's not available in the way that I would need him to be. And I like had this moment where I said, Kennedy, what if you have to stop thinking about your man altogether? Like, what if you stopped investing thought in this completely? What if I just focused on my work, my health, my family and friends? What if I only did that? What would that look like? And this is not a case of being male-centered, because y'all know how I feel. I don't give a fuck about centering men. I'm centering love and romance, if anything. And I wouldn't say that I'm centering it. It's just like part of when I think of like the visuals of my life, it's in there. But like, I was just asking myself, what would it be like to not think about this guy, this moment where we meet, you know? What if I didn't think about that at all? And what kind of impact would that have on my life? And it's never not been a thought for me where I feel like, yo, I know that most likely I will meet my person when I'm so focused on my shit. Because if I'm so focused on my shit, I will succeed. It's the only option. Like, I have great ideas. I have support, and I've collected resources along the way. I can make some of these things happen that I have in my head work-wise. And I feel like if I focus on these things and actually see them through and just work, like the type of man that I'm actually looking for, I feel like I would meet in that energy of me like investing in myself. It's tough though, because I also feel like you get what you ask for. Like, I feel like you're supposed to invest energy in that. And even in the thought, I feel like if you go idle in that area, then you'll wake up 8 years from now and it's like, man, I haven't been on a date because I've been so focused on, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be, I mean, even saying that doesn't sound like me, because I'm not an extremist. Like, it's not gonna be all or nothing, you know, one or the other. I don't know. People don't play the long game anymore. We are quick to move on to the next. It's true. The dude, one of the dudes was telling me like he self-sabotages relationships. Like, because of his own fears around relationships and commitment and shit. He says that he'll meet someone, he could like them a lot, but he knows that he would rather be by himself, and he will find a way to make that person not like him. I said, oh wow, well, all right, let me see myself out, you know? Who wants to deal with that? I do not want to be on the receiving end of your sabotage, you know? Even being friends with that type of person can be dangerous, because when they feel like turning it on, they will. And then you unfortunately have to be a victim to them turning it off. And that's my whole issue with him, is that like, he don't know how to just be friends, how to just be cool. It's like, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But yeah, that was just a thought that I had. I don't know, man. I ain't looking for nobody to tell me what to do or what they think I should do. You can share your own story. This is for my girls on the vlog. Sometimes people be leaving comments, very suggestive comments, and it's like, hey. I'm just sharing a little bit of what's going on in my head. That's it. So yeah, you wanna share something? Share it for you, not for me. Damn, I feel like I really gotta let this plant go. Not because it's dying or anything. I'm referring to my weeping, the weeping whatchamaface. Sorry. What is that called again? What type of plant is this? Hold on, one second, girls. What's that? Weeping birds of paradise. I'm just like, but there's new leaves growing. That's the thing. It's like, do I just cut the ones off that are there? I'll just cut those off. Shouldn't I just cut them off and let the new leaves thrive? There's one leaf that's doing its thing. You don't have no, yes, cut the old leaves. Oh my God, stop. Should I do it? I'll do it right now. I don't give a damn. Like, it's nothing to me. I cut all the branches off in my fiddle leaf and it's thriving. Wow. Fuck it. Let's cut it. Good morning. Oh Lord. This next subject that I'm gonna talk about, I wanna preface this by saying, I don't need no damn help. Please back up off me. I am talking out loud because I'm in my home, and this is how a bitch grows and learns and understands themselves. I'm not having this conversation with myself because I'm looking for help. I don't need no confirmation. I don't need no added suggestions. I don't need no added commentary, because folks take it too far, okay? So
I'm saying this with love. Please leave me be. And some of y'all don't need to hear that, but some of y'all do. Because some of y'all take it too damn far. I haven't even brushed my teeth or washed my damn face yet. Just please give me a damn break. So, I had a thought the other day, and what I was thinking about was, I was thinking about a boy, and that thought created another thought, which is the thought I want to talk about. I said, man, I wonder what life would be like if I didn't spend so much time thinking about boys. If I like them or not, if they like me or not, if this is gonna turn into something, if it turned into something, is this something I'm looking for? If they're capable of being the type of man I say I want, if I even really want a relationship, just all the ins and outs and thoughts of the type of thoughts I have when there's a boy on the line. And I asked myself that question, you know, what would life be like if I didn't think about boys as often? Because I have other stuff in my world, in my life, that if I invested, like if I traded the time that I spend thinking about boys into those things, who knows what could happen? Like that would be a proper trade. And I'm not gonna say a better investment, but it'd be a new investment, because I think my entire life I've thought about boys and my relationship with them and how I want a man to show up in my life and what kind of man I want and the ins and outs of all of that, right? Earlier this year, I heard the phrase for the first time, decenter men. And immediately it was like, well, I don't have men centered. So, but the thing is that I think there are levels to it. I think there are some extreme situations where people really have men centered. But I also think what I do is also on that spectrum. Because if I'm being honest, I think every day I pray to God about the type of man that I want. Every day, if I'm out, if I see a cute guy, I wonder if that's the guy. And if you're hearing this and you're like, this bitch is pathetic, fuck you. You ain't a real lover. Me, I'm a bitch that was raised off of the excitement around meeting your soulmate. Every movie I watched, every show I watched. In the end, the girls was paired up. That was how you end your story. That was the final destination. And as an adult, that goal has carried on. Because I love love, I crave love. Now at some point this year I talked to you guys about how like it's not just about romantic love for me, it's also like friendship love, platonic love, familial love, which I tapped into a lot this year, moving back to Atlanta, getting closer to, you know, my family, my community, being closer to them in proximity. I've been able to have those experiences, but I cannot deny that I still have a yearning for a romantic partner. And something about that, I feel like I've always been of the mind of like, you have to put energy into thinking about this. You have to think about this. If you don't, then it'll just sit idle. And I don't disagree with that. I think that that's valid. Like, I'm gonna go watch this. Balance is necessary in all aspects of our life. But I feel like I've given a lot of time to the thought of like finding a romantic partner and thinking about that type of man, that in order to create balance, I do have to step back a bit in the way that I think about that part of my life. Because right now I do think there's an imbalance. I do think I invest a lot more brain space and heart space in that area because I'm hopeful and because, like I said, I'm craving that, I yearn that. But I do think there's an imbalance, and yeah. What does decentering men actually look like? For me, I will figure that out. It will be a challenge because men are a part of my life, part of my world. But I do think it's time for me to give myself an opportunity to see what life would be like if I put some of this brain space into other things. It's just like, even as I say this, I'm like, yeah, but you do think about other shit. You do put time and energy in your brain, at least, in these things. It's not like I'm sitting over here only thinking about niggas. That's just not true. I think what it is just like, I think I want to take a true pause, like just a true pause from putting any brain space into thinking about these niggas, because there are other things that I'm stepping into that I know require my undivided attention and my focus. And recently I saw what life is like when your brain is occupied by men. And It's only, to me, a problem when the man isn't worth the brain space. Like, that is not the nigga that you need to be, you know what I'm saying, thinking about and causing you stress or whatever the hell. And I think that's what it is. Like it's snapping me into reality of like, stop thinking about this nigga and think about this shit that you gotta take care of. Think about this work you wanna do. Think about the goals you set for yourself. Just a thought for myself, to myself. So today, I'm going to, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take a walk. I'm washing all of my like workout stuff because I wanna go take me a nice walk. It's 10:35. That stuff's probably not gonna be done till like 12:30, honestly. But yeah, I wanna get me a good 10K walk in today. I have a meeting today, even though it's Sunday. I have like a work meeting situation at, what time am I doing? 4. I think as I end the year, you know, people do this whole like last quarter thing, you know, first quarter, second quarter. I've never been that type of bitch, but I will say that this does feel like an opportunity to get things in order for next year. Tonight, I'm working on the Patreon. I worked on it last night. Excuse me. I worked on it last night, just setting up the tiers, really figuring out what I want to offer. And what I'm having trouble with is connecting a streaming service to Patreon for me to stream live, because I want to be able to do our stuff live. It will also be content that's not live that I post on there, but I wanted it to be live content. So, yeah. If Patreon gives me too much trouble, then I'm gonna do, I saw on YouTube they have a subscribe option where basically y'all like, it's a subscribe premium and we do it like that. I'm going to brush my teeth, wash my face, and I'll see y'all in a bit. Bye.